In this video, I am going to be showing you guys the new best and most efficient way of grinding Chikara Shards in Anime Fighting Simulator. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Anime Fighting Simulator video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys the new fastest and best way of grinding Chikara Shards. I'm pretty sure I already have showed something like this in one of my previous videos which were with the glitches, such as the Cruel Sun glitch, which would do tick damage and it would just absolutely destroy the boss HP. People have always also done it with the Ice Fruit, which was pretty glitched, and also with the Moon and Sun style, which were pretty glitched. It would do crazy amount of tick damage. This Moon style is still pretty OP for bosses, but for this method you're going to have to come to Dimension 5, and you are also going to need a good amount of moves to keep yourself up in the air, and it's going to be through the Dimension 5 boss, which is the Beast Titan. Now you might be wondering why this is so OP and why this is the best method, since there's also a bunch of other good methods out there, which is like Chikara box, hunting, or fighting any other boss. But something about this boss, which I'm going to show you guys right now, is that it's extremely easy to farm off of. I'm just going to use, I think the Pebbly and Mark are the exact same thing. So in my previous video with the Cruel Sun glitch, you guys did see that from the tier 5, for those of you that have watched, I made almost 7.3k Chikara Shards off of the last stage, which is tier 5, and that was using the Cruel Sun glitch. But I just realized that you could do the exact same thing without even using the Cruel Sun glitch, which, I mean, the Cruel Sun glitch isn't really in the game anymore, but you could do it just normally, like from that round, tier 1. 504, and this is with the times 2 game pass. So without the times 2 game pass, from the last tier you'll be getting like 3.5k shards, and my volume might be a little too high for this. I'm not really sure. I hope this volume's not too high, because I did get a new headphone and new headset, so I don't really know what my settings are on this. So that's just tier 2, and I already made 1.3k. To get that much from Chikara boxes, you would at least have to get 7 to 10 boxes, which would take around like 2 or 3 minutes, but this took me like 5 seconds. So this is a really quick way of grinding Chikara Shards. It is currently the best method in the game. You could easily, like, at first I thought I was only able to do this glitch because of the Cruel Sun glitch, since it gets so many hits on. It did like 7 tick damage, and each tick damage did like 800 damage. So that was really OP with the Cruel Sun, but I just realized that you don't even need to do the glitch, which, yeah, you could literally just do it by normally fighting the boss. Well, how much did I get from that one? 1.89k? Yeah, so 2.5k, and that was from tier 4. Now if I move on to tier 5, so right there I got 7.05k Chikara Shards. This is with the times 2 game pass, so without it you guys will be getting around like 3.5k shards, which is still really OP off of tier 5. The only game pass that would really benefit you through this would be probably the half cooldown, which you still really don't need. You could stay up in the air for almost the whole entire fight, but the thing that would really benefit is the times 2 Chikara Shards, because that would really get you times 2 of everything. So you could literally, that took me what, like 3 or 4 minutes to get in through tier 1 to tier 5. I'm not quickly show you guys what I'm using. I'm using Pebbly, because you just do 50% more damage and you take 50% less damage, but it really doesn't benefit. I mean, the nerf part really doesn't benefit through bosses, because I didn't even get hit there. Marco again is not really the best, because you only nerf incoming damage by 35%, buffs all outgoing damage by 50%, which is pretty OP, and then the 25% health. I think that was pretty OP for tournaments, because it buffs all outgoing damage by 50%. I didn't see that. Anyways, I'm using Pebbly because again, it just nerfs incoming 50 damage just in case we get hit. But regarding specials, I already did make a video on this. Again, I did try to I did try to spend another I think 300k for Lord Crimson on top of that 500k, which I used like 2 weeks ago. So I've already almost used 1,000,000 shards trying to get Lord Crimson. Anyway, so I've already made a video on the best specials in the game. and I've already went over that Kurama bloodline as the best for fighting bosses because the amount of damage it boosts. If I take this off and I go in, it's going to take me much longer to actually beat this boss. So per meteor shower right now, I'm doing 23 damage. I'm just going to quickly put this thing on again. And now if I do meteor shower again, I was in 23. Now, oh god, I just got... Wait, where did my mode go? I just took it off. That was close. Alright, meteor shower. I was doing 23 at the beginning. I can't see how much I'm doing now. Oh god. Okay, I just lagged way too hard. I'm gonna try that again. And now I'm doing 56 damage. So it literally just doubles all of your damage, which is really OP. And for some reason I got... Wait, I'm pretty sure if you stay in there longer, you might get more shards. What if I actually just try waiting in there for a long time? Because I remember the first time I fought this boss, I got, what was it? 500 shards, and I got 1k from tier 1. So I'm not sure if you actually were to wait a bit longer, or if it's the most hits, then that would be really OP. If I keep meteor showering, since I get a lot of hits with this thing. Magma Brew actually gets a lot of hits with it too. It does like -2 burn damage, it depends on your buffs. I just don't want to die here. Okay, so it's not really, it doesn't make really big of a difference. So yeah, that is currently the best method that is in the game for grinding shards. Again, you can make 7k off of tier 5. During the whole entire thing, you make around 11k. In like 5 minutes, you make 11k shards. Which is really OP. And then the other method, which I did show a long time ago, was to box hunting or Chikara boxes, which were in Dimension 1 because it's the easiest and fastest route, and the map isn't too big, so you get over everywhere pretty quickly. But that method, you make around 60 to 80k, depends on how fast you can rejoin servers. So yeah, 60 or 80k per hour. But this one, you make 11k. Oh, what is that? King Fruit. That, I remember when that was really OP. It's absolute trash now. Anyway, so you make 60 per 80k per hour with the Chikara box method. With this method, you make 11k per 5 minutes, and I don't really want to go through the math right now, but you guys can try calculating. Yeah, I don't know. 11k per 5 minutes, or let's say, I don't know how long it will take you guys to fight through the whole entire thing. But again, it's really quick. It's really easy. But for those of you who don't have that many powers, I just recommend sticking with Chikara boxes at the beginning of the game. Once you do get a lot of powers, I'm going to show you guys what I actually have equipped. I actually have the scrolling glitch on, because I'm pretty sure I just switched to full screen. That's really annoying. Okay, there we go. So the powers I do have on, I don't even use this move. I just have it for a tournament. Again, this is my tournament loadout. So I don't even use most of these moves. I do use air cannon because of the amount of range that thing has. I even showed this in my tournament video. And how it reach... Oh god, I just messed up there. What the heck? Alright, look at that range. It literally goes across the whole entire tournament map and it hits the person across. And that's really OP for bosses, especially when you're in the air. So that's what I use for the bosses. I do not use impact recoil. I just use that for trolling in public servers. So I really do not have that much... Yeah, I also use this for beast setting because it hits him right in the head. Durability, I don't use anything except, I don't even use Nova. I use Energy Burst. Yeah, everything else I use is literally Chakra. Fire Fist, Ice Blast. I use all the shuriken moves because they keep you up in the air. But for tournaments, I usually use Blazing Arrow and Infernal Ace because they shoot much faster. I'm way more efficient for PvP. And Hearthstone, of course, because it does a crazy amount of damage, and the cooldown is pretty low on it as well. Ice Explosion, I also use that for... I like to use it for the boss that spawns every hour, or the demon. Because if I were to use this, no one could get a hit on it, so I would just get most damage. Yeah, the effects on it are pretty huge, and everything that gets hit on it bounces off. It was a limited time power, and Emilio already said, the developer said the boss is going to be coming back next Christmas, which is going to be a pretty long time. It might come this chapter, I don't really know, but most likely not, because it is what's it called, Christmas. It is for the Christmas event. I don't use any of these because it's all close range, not good for bosses. But yeah, but that's everything I use. It's like barely anything, and specials, I don't even use any extra move for my special. I just use the Chroma bloodline, which does, I think, 3 times strength. Doesn't nerf that much, but you don't really need nerfs because you don't take damage. But again, this is the best method in the game. You guys should just go ahead and just grind off of that. 11k per 5 minutes. Just give me like a good 10 minutes until I just calculate this.
2 hours later.
Alright, so you make around 130k if you do that for a straight hour, and I usually play for way more than an hour. And if you were to go straight 3-4 hours, you would easily make 400,000-500,000 shards in a couple of hours. And if you repeat the process every day for like a straight week, you already get yourself 1,000,000 shards. The only thing is, fighting bosses does get a bit boring, so I don't know if you guys could just like watch anime or something while you're fighting bosses. That could help. But other than that, something I'd recommend, do not do this in public servers, because in Dimension 5, I would show you, I think I'm going to show you guys right now, but you guys probably already know. If you guys go to Dimension 5, almost half the server is there fighting the boss with you, and it gets, I think per every person that goes in, it gets another 200 HP. So with a bunch of people that go in there, it gets around 13k HP total, and it's really hard to get the HP off of that, and almost tier 5 is almost impossible to beat, because the amount of people that are in there, and everyone's in like trillions or billions, and some people are even in the thousands, and they barely do any damage, and they just stand there. Like if you look on the leaderboard, like the last 5 people always have like 0 damage on, and they're always dead. So I just do this in a private server, and if you guys don't have a private server, you guys can, in the Anime Fighting Simulator Discord, there is actually a VIP servers channel, and in that channel people do use for AFK grinding, but it's not really the best since a lot of people kill. But if you were to go in that channel and scroll up to and join one of the VIP servers that are in the middle, oh, Dark Demon spawned, there are the VIP servers that are in the middle, and go to one of those and do bosses. There really isn't anyone fighting bosses there, so that would be really easy for you guys to go and grind bosses there if you guys don't have a VIP server. If you do, just go in there. I'm gonna quickly fight this boss because I haven't fought it in a long time. I just soloed that boss and I didn't get any rewards or anything for it. That's kind of weird. Well, what a waste of time. Anyways, yeah, Marco did help a lot there, so if you guys don't have any moves that keep you up in the air and keep falling down, you use Marco. It is from this Fighting Pass, and you guys still do have a lot of time to finish Fighting Pass. Even if you start right now, you'll still be able to finish if you do keep up with your quests, because we're gonna have this Fighting Pass for another month and a half or something. Because for those of you who do know about the pattern of Anime Fighting Simulator updates, they always add Fighting Pass update, then they go on. I just realized your champion keeps you up in the air. That's really cool. I just like save you. Okay, that doesn't always work. There's always one update, then there's the Fighting Pass update, there's another update, and another Fighting Pass update. So we just got the Fighting Pass update, and we're going to be waiting for another update, which they did say is going to be bigger than the Dimension 5, so most likely Chapter 2 and a bunch of other stuff. And then after that, we're going to be getting Fighting Pass 5. So you guys actually do have a lot of time to finish this Fighting Pass. Like, even if you were to start in another 2 or 3 weeks, you would still have time to finish it. So you guys have a lot of time. Make sure you do get the champions in this, because they're really OP. Like, the best champions literally in the game are from this Fighting Pass: Pebbly, Rockley, Pebbly, and Marco, and Uchaku actually is something else. I might make another video on that later on, but I won't be talking about that in this video. Yeah, anyways, let me know if you guys do know any other better way of grinding shards, but I feel like this is the best way. And also let me know if how it goes fighting the bosses, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.